Hello YouTube modeling community. So Chris over at Wheaton Speed Shop just asked how we organized our model stash, and he sort of briefly described how he kept his, and it sounds awfully similar to how I keep mine. He asked us to give everybody an update, so I thought I had a few minutes I would follow suit. So basically similar to his, I've got all my drag racing cars over here on one shelf. And then I drift into other racing, open wheel racing, NASCAR racing, some dirt track stuff, more NASCAR. And then I start drifting into regular cars. After this, it's pretty much a dog's breakfast. I don't organize it by make or model or whatever. There's just a whole bunch of different stuff. I don't have an allegiance to Ford, Chevy, Chrysler. I like them all. Basically, if I like it, I like it. Some old, some new. If you notice, I got a little bit of masking tape on the edge of each box. And that's basically because most of my models, boxes, read that one as is, plus a 90s Mustang. So when you open the box, there's a couple of old glue bombs in there that I bought on eBay that I've stripped down, and one day I'll recondition or use for parts or do whatever. So if you're wondering why you see scads of paper, it's because most of these ones have 2 or more in them. And no, I'm not going to open them all up. Got duplicates of some, singles of others. And again, cars, trucks, sports cars, whatever. Got a little bit of everything. As you see, I pretty much only build cars and trucks. I don't have any planes or tanks or armor or different scaled stuff or any of that. Try to stick to one area. So over here, I've got my resin bodies, my one and only new semi-truck. Now down here are unopened kits. So all of these ones are unopened. They're either duplicates or ones that I've bought recently that I just haven't bothered to open yet. I got enough other stuff to work on. I figure if I ever do decide to sell out or whatever, they're worth more still with cellophane on them, so I keep them that way. Rare truck boat combination. And I don't know how well you can see in there, but I've got a whole bin of bodies, and below that a whole bin of NASCARs. Over in this corner, I've got a whole box of oversized and semi-truck pieces and different things like that. In this container, that's where I got all my decals. Underneath it is wiring and different stuff. This bin here is kind of neat. These are all 3D printed parts. And then over here, I've got baskets of parts. So there's your engine parts, here's your rear ends. I think that one's bumpers. There's a bunch of odds and sods in those ones. Whole bin of tires. And then more bodies, more cars. Now, to make space, I ripped a bunch of these out of their boxes, especially if their boxes were starting to fall apart and break. So in these containers, I've got all kinds of different stuff, as you can see. Different states of finish. I got my dehydrator. Excuse me. Over here I got my multiple grades of sandpaper. This box here is all NASCAR parts. There's a Dodge NASCAR truck there. There's a Chevy truck there. There's a Batmobile there if anybody wants a Batmobile. And these containers, these three here, and this one here, are more tires. And this tray over here are more custom parts, blowers, wheels, rear ends, different stuff that I want. A few paints that are inside, my pens, my bucket of tools, and my airbrush, and my paint booth, and all that is outside in the garage. So, this is my model area. This is where I spend my time, and I don't know if you consider this organized or not, but that's as good as it gets. So to answer your question, Chris, this is how I store my models. And I see BG Customs asked which 5 we would take in case of an emergency. And to tell you the honest truth, I don't know where I would even start. I think I would basically just walk away from all of it and hope the insurance company was good to me, because I don't know which one I would pick over any other. I mean, I could go by value and pick the most expensive ones, or pick the hardest ones to get, or pick ones that I've had forever. Like I know this one here, I've seen that one go for quite a bit on eBay because it's pretty rare. I've got some other pretty rare kits in here that are pretty old, and that one there's pretty vintage. So yeah, don't have a clue which one I'd take. So anyways, thanks for watching. Keep modeling. Hope everybody has a great long weekend. Stay safe, spend some bench time, enjoy your family. Winter's right around the corner. Take care. Happy modeling. Talk to you all again. Good night.